I'm cracking on. I want to think all I do is lie around in bed, spilling tea. Look, I'm clearing the floor. I'll shift all this junk in. Ooh. Here, I've started. Look, this is the other junk room. It smells like a rabbit hutch because I've given this dog. And so the cat's in there. There's the buckets, and there's my. Did you see that? Oh, I don't know how to film this and do kicks, but that's what I do. That's what I do when I'm moody. I practice kicking people in the head. It's like, take that, you dickhead. That's what I do. It's like, fuck you, and fuck you too, with the elbow too. Right? Did you see that? Practice the elbow ones under the chin like that. Behind you, so sneak up behind you, like from one of them. That's why I do it. only in my bedroom though. Teach to leave them kids alone. Yes, do. I mean, a lot of that's projection. I know it's not intentional. Everything's subject to change. I still get wrangled about a lot of things my kids were taught at school. It is complex because it could get a little bit like The Village, couldn't it, otherwise? And if we just project my views onto my children, they might end up just being little bits of little me's, which would be horrendous, I think. I've been taught a lot by my kids who've come back, have learnt things that I didn't know. It's interesting. People would be boring if they're all the same. I still don't know what that is on my face. Attacked by Wolverine, I think, in the night. But at the same time, they've learnt some shit along the way. They've come back with some. I'm radicalised is a bit like one of my sons actually. I mean, I'll just use it as an example. Veganism. I'm vegan. My children think that's an eating disorder. It could be, in some context. It's not. It's a lifestyle choice. I understand my nutritional needs fairly well. I know you can get protein, clean protein. I know you can bulk build plant-based. I know all this. But they still think you need clean protein from animals because they learned that at school. That's just an example. There's a lot of other examples of outdated views that have been projected onto my children from people in the name of education. So it's complex, isn't it? It is complex. It is complex. I don't know. Without sounding like a jealous bitch, which is what often I get told when I disagree with people, there's things that I possibly, from my ethical point of view, rather they weren't doing. But again, ethics is complex because I believe we're autonomous beings and we should choose. We should choose and be able to choose for ourselves. Freedom of thought, freedom of choice, freedom of our paths in life, of what we want to do. It's like we're born into the world. We don't belong to anybody. I mean, I carried my children in my womb, and they're 50% me. Well, they are, and I'm whatever percentage of my ancestry and learning, 50% their father, whoever that is. A jest. I don't know. Actually, does anyone know anyone? It's not even a jest, is it? So, and all their experiences, all my experiences along the way, not only my genetic makeup, but my learned experiences. So we are children of the world. It's like, I forgot what I was saying. Once they're out in the world, they don't belong to you. They don't. They belong to the world. So they're products. They are products of the environment. So I'm not taking any responsibility whatsoever for what's out there because they were taken out of my hands. They literally were, weren't they? They were literally taken from my body. They were pulled from my body by a stranger, and be it an allegory or a metaphor, that's how it is. They were ripped from my body, ripped from my cradling arms. That skin care. I do co-sleep with my children, and skin. You know, as we were taught, and breastfed them. Although my ex decided I had to stop breastfeeding my son when he was 2 because he didn't like me breastfeeding anyway. I mean, I'm happy enough to have stopped breastfeeding when he was 2. It was his second birthday I stopped. And I did only manage to titty feed the twins until they were about 6 weeks, I think. Because I didn't have any help. And it was all I did was sit there like a cow feeding those bastard children. So I don't know. You can take what you want from that. I mean, does it help the brain? Does it help the brain develop? Titty feeding? I don't know. Look at my children. What do you think? I don't know. I don't think it's that simple, is it? I think it's as simple as skin to skin and titty feeding. Nature and nurture. What the hell is that? Seriously? I do actually look like Joker. I think Chelsea smiled in my sleep. Lectins are tiny little proteins. Maybe that's a sign of something to come. One famous type of lectin you may have heard of is gluten, but that's just one type. There's actually many found in various plants. I was pampling forward. I know. I was doing it. Trigger. They should call me Trigger Biscuits. Give her Trigger Biscuits. What should we feed her? Give her Trigger Biscuits. Oh. Death water. People don't like that. That's illegal. I like it. Right, I need to crack on with this. I was going to film me clearing the floor. You don't need to see somebody cleaning the room, do you? You've seen all my other cleaning tactics before. And I'm running out of data to land it on the cloud. And no one watches anyway. But I just thought I'd like to let you know that I'm not just sitting around talking shit, blaming other people, and not actually cracking on with anything myself. I'm not cracking on. It's Sunday jobs. Right. See you on the web, Charlotte.